Get undressed, get under the sheets. Ooh, you're in for a treat. No, I promise this is not a dream. It's just a happy ending with Joy Eileen. All right, on the table, I have Mr. Brian Moses. How are you?
Oh my god, I'm great. I'm hot.
You are hot. Oh, yeah, it is hot in here.
Yes.
I was like, what should I call him? Like, the Roast Master Administrator? Roast Master Colonel?
No, you can just call me Brian Moses.
Mr. Brian Moses. Now, have you ever had a massage before?
You know, it's like my second one, I think.
Okay. How long ago?
Oh my gosh. Maybe a few months, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
A lot of the comics are not. Like, years ago.
Yeah, this is like a compliment everyone else can just say no.
Exactly. I'm going to sell you stuff at the end.
Oh no.
I'll be like, so the products that we use today are on sale.
So what do you have?
You'll have to wait and see. Because you're going to have to give me a minute to think of something.
Okay.
All right. So, I want to know, what do you... Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to make me work. All right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It happens
There's a lot of
sometimes.
tension back there.
There is. You have a lot of back tension.
Yeah. It's my compassion center. I don't know what to do with it.
Do you do anything to relax?
No.
At all?
Yeah, relaxing is boring in a sense, and I do have a lot of free time on my hands, because when you don't have like a 9 to 5, you have to just figure out ways to, I guess, manage your time the best. So I like to worry a lot.
Worrying, okay. So what makes you feel like when you're the most relaxed? When you feel the most centered, I guess. We'll use Hollywood terms right now.
Oh my gosh, that feels bruised.
It's tight.
Yeah, what is that about?
We'll just go on record right now to say that Brian Moses has a very tight ass.
Okay. When I feel the most relaxed?
Uh-huh.
Wow, my mom's probably gonna hear this.
Sorry, I called my oldest son's girlfriend Jade before, so...
Oh no, what did she do?
She's sleeping with my kid.
Oh, okay, who's Jade?
Jade is... Yeah, she's Jade the whore, Jade.
Okay, how'd they meet?
High school.
Okay. Why is she a whore that she's fucking your kid?
Because she's fucking my kid.
I mean, is that a good thing?
No.
Why?
No, because No. He needs to give me his dick until he's 30. It'll go in my purse.
30? Oh,
Yeah.
God, come on, Mom. Don't do that to him. Just spread that big dick around.
Oh. Okay, so I don't think it's that big because his middle brother gave me his phone the other night while he was sleeping, and he was researching dick enhancement pills.
I mean, you'll be okay.
But it cracked me up because it like straight up said dick enhancement. Like it didn't even like try and be scientific. It was like, oh.
Well, at least he said enhancement. It wasn't just a big dick pill.
So yeah, we'll spread that micropene around.
I mean, maybe it's not that, maybe he doesn't know it's that big. He just wants it to be bigger.
I don't know.
Maybe he wants to destroy Jade the whore.
So relaxation.
Relaxation. I mean, I guess when I'm listening to music, I was going to say like when I'm reading a book, but no, I'm really tense when I'm reading a book because I'm so into the book. Or like after I come, but usually after I come, I'm still pretty, jazzed up. So yeah, I think probably just listening to like music, I think I'm my most centered.
What's your favorite type of music?
Would vary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you with mood or just whatever's starts playing or?
If it's that's a good question. I think if it catches me in the right mood, I think that's what it is. But it's usually things that make me feel like I really do love Taylor Swift's that Shake song. I think it's hard not to like it.
I really want to look under the table right now to see if you're fucking with me.
I'm not.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I got Taylor Swift's last album. I thought it was really good. Beck's last album was really good. It was really pop influenced. I mean, pop music's fun because it's so catchy and.
Yeah, so is gonorrhea.
I mean, that's true, but that's also curable.
So is not listening to pop. No, you just don't. No. All right, Taylor Swift.
No, I mean, that's not like my go-to. I'm saying, I'm trying to relate here.
What would be your go-to song if you were stuck on a desert island and you had to listen to one song on repeat?
That's a great question. Repeat of the song. I think maybe Crosshairs by MF Doom and Danger Mouse.
Okay.
Just got a lot of strings and a lot of really cool. Actually, it's just really melodic. I'm really into the way they composed it.
What's your favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument. Ooh. Yeah, I like the bass. I think the stand-up bass is fun. The saxophone. I think you can never really go wrong with the saxophone.
Jeremiah Watkins. There we go.
And I also like the flute. I feel like the flute isn't used enough or sampled enough in hip hop. I don't know why not, but I love the flute. Like some Jethro Tull. The flute's really cool.
See, I'm in, for some reason, any song that has like a really good blues harmonica in it.
Really?
I don't know why.
Like blues track one?
No, that's too almost high pitch. There's an Alice in Chains song called Don't Follow, and it has just this very low bluesy part. I love it. And then, Crazy with Aerosmith in it at the end, he gets that harmonica.
Oh, right.
I love it. I don't know why, but I'm totally into harmonica.
Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
There you go. Yeah, Steven Tyler. No. He should be easy to pick up. He's tiny.
I mean, if you're going to assault him.
What else would you do with him?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
He does have big lips.
Yes, he does. He has some DSLs on him.
That's true. He's also sober. So
Is he really?
Yeah, so that makes him fun.
Right. I love them sober people.
Yeah.
So when was your last vacation?
On vacation.
You don't vacation. Where would you want to go if you could go on vacation?
I wouldn't. I think I'm already here.
On the massage table. I get it.
That's the way to go. Not that I'm not into traveling. I just really love America and California in general. I get really homesick when I live in California.
Were you born here?
Mm-hmm. Right here on this massage table.
No, that's awesome. You know what? I remember your mom.
Oh.
It was a very eventful day.
You were the midwife.
I was. How old are you? Because that would probably make you 5.
I'm 34, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I just turned 37. Not too bad. You look young.
That's not true. Oh, yeah.
All right, so you don't vacation.
I don't vacation.
If I held a gun to your head and I was like, you need to fucking go somewhere.
You need to go somewhere other than
this massage table.
Oh, I don't know what you do though.
I don't know, because I'm not that nice of a person.
I guess not. Don't get a fucking gun on me, jeez.
Just go
I mean,
somewhere.
it is your second ever right, but it's like, what have I done to you?
So you don't vacate. You don't even remember when your last vacation was?
I don't vacation. I don't really believe in it.
Do you travel for comedy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do you travel?
The last place I was London. That was a few weeks ago.
London? I don't even have a
Was
passport.
that for the new roast battle?
Yeah, that's for the Roast Battle UK.
What was your favorite roast battle?
My favorite roast battle?
Uh-huh.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Wow. Alright. So I've been doing roast battle about 5 years. I think my favorite battle was Robin Tran versus Joe Urell. Robin Tran is a transgendered woman now, and then Joe Urell is I guess he's kind of, well, he's not kind of, he's got cerebral palsy, so he's in a wheelchair, and his speech is a lot impeded. So it was good to see those kind of physical and social minorities battle each other.
Who won?
It was a draw.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was so good, nobody could pick a winner. I mean, they both had just like the best jokes about each other. Very personal, very pointed and directed. It was well done.
Do you have any jokes?
Oh,
That's my elbow.
I don't know if I'm gonna come or bleed. I don't know what this is.
Look at your butt.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm so weak. I'm sorry. I never get massages. This is fun.
This is good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I start crying.
Please do.
No.
And damn it, why don't we have video yet? Video is next.
I think we need to not be in my apartment with cameras and having people get naked.
Yeah, it's
Why?
She's got a husband and a kid.
So do I.
Oh,
Do you?
I have 3 kids.
They have a husband?
And a husband.
Oh, so sweet.
Aww.
It's so fun watching him watch her do comedy. And they're like, oh, my husband would never make that face.
Oh my god.
All he's thinking is make it.
I don't want to work
That's
anymore.
exactly what it is. If Joy does really well, then I can quit.
Yes. What does your husband do?
He works for the Navy,
Oh, I know the type.
but he's civilian. He's never been in the Navy.
Oh, he works for the Department of Defense.
Kinda. It's subcontracted,
Okay.
contracted.
No, I get it. My mom is like that.
What does your mom do?
Don't know. Subcontracts for the Navy. Yeah.
That's funny. John, a lot of the times, they're like, what do you do? And he's like, I really can't tell you.
Oh, he's a fucking spy.
He would be a terrible spy.
He would be a terrible spy. He's also the guy when somebody breaks down. He's like, oh, I'll push. Like, where'd you come from? Oh, that bush. I was watching you. And then I saw your car break down, so I just came out of the bush to push you. Just pretend you haven't seen me.
Sounds like a lovely guy. How'd you guys meet?
He signed my baby book when I was born.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So his mom is my godmother, and my mom is his godmother.
Oh.
I was named after his mom.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he was married to the devil, and I was married to the other devil. Or no, I was just dating the other devil.
Okay. Was this your second marriage?
No. I'm the first wife.
Okay. Hey.
And so I left my boyfriend. He divorced his wife, and then finally was like, all right, let's do this.
Wow, that's a storybook marriage.
Yeah, every marriage, the first 4 or 5.
It always begins with a heroin addict.
It does, right? Dun dun dun. The more you know.
Well, you did a heroin addict?
My husband's ex.
Oh, she was a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super skinny. I'm
Like,
like,
that's the only thing we care about.
it is. I'm like, well, okay, now with this heroin, do you get to still eat cake? Like, is cake an option still?
I don't think it's the diet that's making her skinny.
Shut up. Don't crush my dreams or I'll crush your ribs.
Oh, you already are. God. You have the strongest hands.
I've been told.
Oh my God.
Actually, one of my favorite things is John once told me, he goes, I would never ask you for a hand job. And I kind of was like, fuck you. Some guys do. Like, I could kind of be pretty in dark light if you're drunk. Like, fuck you.
I mean, a hand job.
But he goes, your hands are so strong. Why would I want that around? I'm like, that makes perfect sense.
Touche.
I actually don't think that's a bad thing as far as like a hand job's concerned. Because then it's like you can squeeze and then it's like, it'd probably be over quicker.
Mm.
You think?
Yeah.
No.
Everyone involved would be like, let's probably get this done.
Right. I'm not
It's
really.
it's also a hand job. It's
Yeah. Nobody's really into the hand job.
No.
You're there for the work and then...
Like, it's myself.
Yes. Hand jobs never made sense to me because I always end up putting my hand the opposite way because it's just more comfortable that way.
Yeah.
It makes sense when you're 14 and it's like no one's ever touched it. But then when you're...
I always like blowjobs better because they're faster. I can stick a dick in my mouth, it's come, and I'm done.
Right.
Just swallow, get me a Pepsi, alright, I'm on with my day.
My husband was so happy when I stopped doing musical theater because I was belting songs and stuff, and I'm like, I can't because it's work.
See, it's good for your throat.
But
that's what I don't know, that's what I've been told.
No, damn it.
I told you that.
Every guy who wanted a blowjob.
It's so funny. At the beginning of musical theater school and training and everything, there's at least one voice teacher that will pull all of the gay guys and the girls aside and be like, so blowjobs, they're out. You can't.
You're allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's also theater.
I'd be like, yeah, Joy's out. I'm a whore.
Joy, you're married. You can't be a whore.
Or with my husband.
Yes.
That's not this.
He pays you?
Yeah. Actually, the sad thing is when I get home after a massage, the first thing I do is I reach in my left pocket, which is where I put all my tips, and I just hand them to him.
Oh.
And he's like, thank you. I'm like, you're welcome.
And then she grabs his ass and says, "Play your tits."
I
Yeah.
grab his ass quite often, actually. It's a very nice tushy. I'm an ass girl.
Are you?
Yeah.
Girls are asking. I mean, I've noticed this a lot lately. Girls are just like into butts.
I love butts. But I've always loved butts because in 3rd grade I got in trouble for pinching all the boys' butts.
Really? You've always been boy crazy.
Yeah. What about you? Are you an ass man or a tit man?
I'm a tit guy from California.
Fake or real?
You know, honestly, it doesn't matter. I thought it did. I think I sway towards the natural just because I think that's
because
more
they sway.
Yeah.
I sway towards them. They sway towards me. They're not bolted on.
Yeah. I think I prefer a natural when I'm not opposed to a fake, an artificial.
Now, do you like doing the roast battle? Like, is that your thing? Do you want to see it?
I like doing it. I mean, it's been my fucking life for the last 5 years. I don't hate it. I mean, I feel like I learn something every show. I think that's why I do it every week.
Has anybody ever surprised you? Like, with a joke, you're like, holy shit.
Every week.
Yeah?
Every week somebody surprises me, yeah.
Do you have any jokes that, like, stick with you? Or you're like, fuck, and every once in a while, like, you're driving and you think of it and it makes you giggle?
Sometimes. I mean, like, yeah, but I've heard so many jokes at this point, it's, you know. I think there's one recently I really liked. That was Jamar Neighbors had said to Nicole Buchanan, Jamar's a black male, Nicole's a youngish white female. And he said, Nicole is so desperate, she saw me raping a bitch, and she was like, ooh, me too.
I remember that.
So
Jamar is
so bold. He's fearless.
I love him, but he called me over the other night at the Comedy Store, and he's like, hey, massage girl, massage girl. I guess that's me now. And I walked over, and he had a knot in his arm, and he's like, is it cancer? And I go, no. And he's, what should I do? I go, maybe stop working out for a couple days. Am I going to get fat?
Oh my god.
And I'm going, are we on camera? Like, is this really happening?
I love the dichotomy between how Jamar is on stage and what he's like in real life. Because you just assume, like, if you're just, like, all out on stage, someone's going to be like that in real life. And he's just so quiet a lot of the time when you first start talking to him. Hey, how are you? Hey, mama, what's going on? And you're just like, oh, you just, I like watching, like, the other side of it.
Now, what about you? Are you the same on stage? Do you get to even go up on stage anymore with roast, being so busy with roast battle?
Yeah. I mean, roast battle's only, it's one time a week. So then, the days we usually trying to stand up somewhere else or, that kind of thing. But yeah, as far as my personality on and off stage, I think I'm pretty much the same. Oh my god.
That's your gimmick.
I know. Why is everyone so fucking tender?
Because you're tight. Your shoulders keep creeping up.
I know.
I keep pushing them down.
Nothing feels good.
And then they're like, nothing feels good. That's always positive to hear.
Not sure. You're great, but yeah, my back just it's not for being touched, I guess.
Now, do you watch movies?
What?
I don't have time to do shit.
You've never seen a movie ever?
I have, but not since I had kids, really.
Really?
I mean, I watched all the Twilight movies, because that's what I do.
So then you're not watching TV either?
No.
Oh my god, we can't date anymore. We're breaking up.
Aww.
But she's like a mom where she's like, we're gonna go to, like, what is it, Magic Mountain?
Oh yeah.
Like we're gonna go to, like, do things and stuff. And my parents had so many kids that I don't know how to parent that way because they're like, we're too poor, we're not going anywhere.
Right.
Okay, well, we also have the monthly plan of Magic Mountain. We just pay monthly because it's cheaper.
That's sweet.
It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's so funny, though, because we took my 7-year-old and my 12-year-old, and my 7-year-old he was showing his little fuzzy balls. He was like, all right. And he went on the Twisted Colossus. And the Twisted Colossus, you go on twice. Mm-hmm. So you ride it once, and then you go right back up the hill, the click, 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 and everything. And I look over, and Brody's crying. Oh, no. And I go, dude, what's the matter? And he goes, this is way too scary for me. I am only 7. I am 7. There's nothing I can do because we're going. And I'm like, well, let's see if you make it to 8. And his eyes got real wide. Yeah. He made it. And then there was a little 15-year-old girl in front of us, and she turned around at the end, and she's like, are you all right, buddy? And he's a little girl crazy, so he's all, yeah. And then her mom was like, well, the first time she rode it, I looked over at her after the hill, and she had passed out.
Oh my god.
So her head was just flopping.
That's dangerous. I mean, it doesn't seem right.
So yeah.
Head flopping?
Yeah, no kidding, right? But she's 15. You heal when you're 15.
You know when you're 7.
Right?
Right, be fine. Oh god.
Just gotta move your shoulder back.
Do I?
Yeah. You're gonna drink lots of water when you're done.
Okay.
Or you're gonna call me tomorrow and be like, why do I feel like this? And then I'm gonna tell you it's because you didn't drink water. Are you doing anything tonight? Do you have any huge plans that I'm ruining?
Yes. All of them.
All of them?
Living.
I got everything done today. I'll be fine. I guess I just won't go up today.
Have you broke anything?
No, I've never broken anything. I've dislocated some things. I've never broken anything.
What have you dislocated?
Just fingers.
Fingers? From what? Just falling?
Falling, playing basketball.
Did you used to play basketball in high school? Oh, look at you.
I still play today, Joy.
Do you really?
I do.
I cannot play sports.
Why not?
Because I am Joy.
Okay. Meaning?
I cannot walk without falling.
Oh, okay.
When I work out, when I'm lifting, I have to close my eyes because I can't have any outside, just anything that will ruin me.
Okay. You need total concentration.
Total. Like, especially like if I'm cleaning or snatching or anything like that.
Snatching?
Yeah. I was going to say.
It's very dirty. So the 3 Olympic lifts are clean, snatch, and jerk.
Oh, right. The clean and jerk,
yeah.
Snatching, okay. That's like you snatch the bar?
All the way up.
Okay.
So a clean, you go basically under your chin. A jerk. What do you do with a jerk? I don't know, date him?
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
Live in Texas.
It was like the hackiest joke ever. We haven't really worked on jerks. We do a lot of snatches and cleans and deadlifts.
So you're a power lifter.
I am. My niece has her personal training license and she works out with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's not really. She's kind of mean. Like
powerlifting, yeah.
Like every workout, I'm like, I kind of hate you. You're not nice. It was Christmas present for you.
That's good though. You live through a car accident.
Right. So do you relax with basketball? Like, does your mind go free with basketball?
A little bit, yeah. Every time I'll go lift with a buddy or I'll play some ball. But I'm playing with a bunch of people, so my mind's always, it's looking for the next play or that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Chess, when I used to play chess a lot, that probably relaxed me. I'll say that.
It only took me how many minutes to get an answer out of you?
Try that out. But yeah, I remember I was getting fired from a job, and I think I was playing chess beforehand just to know what I was going to talk about. Just really centered, focused on what I was going to say when they were going to fire me.
What did you say?
It wasn't me. I didn't fucking steal that food.
But I'm going to now.
But, yeah, I don't know. I learned this from a guy. I'm not going to tell you who, but, yeah.
But he's here.
Shout out to the Hard Rock for letting me go.
What other jobs have you had?
Oh, my God. My first job was working at the gym. So then I worked at a gym when I moved to San Diego. I used to, sell memberships for Valley Soul Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, LA Fitness. I used to sell cell phones on college campuses.
Oh, God, you were that guy?
Yeah, I just saw everything. It was awful.
Did you just go straight into comedy?
No, then I think I was a front desk admin guy for, the YMCA. Then I worked at a Big Five for a second, and then I worked as a server at the Hard Rock, and then I started doing stand-up.
Did you always want to do stand-up?
I think I did. I remember, in 5th grade, there was a talent competition, and I was just like, oh, it'd be funny if I did this. I guess I'm saying on Comedy on BET. But then obviously I was too scared because I was 6 years old or whatever.
In 5th grade?
Yeah, how old was that?
11, 10, 11?
I was a really smart kid, so I was 6. But there was a kid who did it, and I was like, oh, this is so good. But then I learned he hacked somebody's set. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, that'd be great to do. I grew up around a comedy club, so I think when I get to San Diego, I learned that there was such thing as a comedy club. That's when I started studying.
What did you study through?
I went through Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, all the great pedophiles.
Exactly.
Who else? Ellen DeGeneres, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. Just everybody. Anybody can lay hands on Lenny Bruce, Cheech and Chong.
I think out of all of them, Ellen's the one that had the most pussy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
At least the most willing one.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really good. She's on my Mount Rushmore. She's really, really fun.
Alright.
Clean. She's really good about the economy of words.
Yes, cutting the fat.
She's good at editing. So yeah, that's what I was studying. And yeah, I think I got into it, 6 months after like going to a comedy club. I got on stage the first time.
How was it?
Honestly, the fact that it went well, it probably is what kept me in. I think, yeah, my first few times on stage was like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. And then literally a month, just literally the whole month after that, I was just bombing my face off.
Just slapping you with dicks. Just like, pat, pat, pat.
It was worse than that.
It
wasn't just dicks.
My dream, your nightmare. No.
Joy.
It's too hot to think.
Oh, yeah, gross dicks in your face.
Yeah.
Or good dick, they don't have to be gross.
I don't know. I think any dick right now in this heat is going to be gross.
I don't know. I like the heat.
Do you really? I don't like you. Yeah, we totally cannot date. The colder it is and the more layers I can put on my
Really?
body. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like such a lady thing to say.
Don't call me a lady. Insult me like that.
Yeah, I like to sweat. I really love the heat.
See, I like even like when you're working out and it's cold and you're working out outside and you can see the steam coming off your face. Like that.
Does that ever happen in California?
All the time when we work out at night. It's pretty cool.
I don't know.
All right, so you like winter, you like summer.
I like spring the best, I'll say. I've grown to like the fall. I think as a kid, you always like the summer because you're out of school. I think the older you get, I've been really more into the fall, in the spring because it brings the heat back.
Yeah.
I like to sweat. You know what I mean? Like my favorite time to have sex is like the afternoon. I'm not a big nighttime guy. I'm more like, I think if I had to rank them, it would be the afternoon, the morning.
Because you like to, no.
Yeah, I like to sweat.
But you have to think, too, this is my job. Like, I work at a chiropractor's office. So during the summer, the amount of swamp ass I have to deal with.
Yeah, that's gross, yeah.
It makes you hate summer. It makes you hate people.
That's just being alive.
Yeah, I would say that, too. Being alive.
But when they come and they're like, I just came from the gym. I'm like, why?
That's so mean.
I'm a person, too.
So I'm assuming you massage a lot of celebrities, a lot of athlete types.
No, a lot of stay-at-home moms.
Oh.
Police officers. And police, I do a lot of police officers.
They're all stressed out from shooting black people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Santa Clarita, I've done most of the sheriff's department, and I do a lot of LAPD.
Really? They really do need it. It's a stressful job. It is.
All right, so you don't vacation. You don't relax. What kind of books do you read?
It's a lot of comedy books now, but I think when I was first coming up, it would be a lot of, books about Black oppression, people who overcame oppression. When I was younger, it was a lot of Edgar Allan Poe and Sherlock Holmes and Susan Robinson, those kind of things. So just, a lot of just stories that really get your imagination going.
Were you reading Sherlock Holmes because it was anti-Mormon literature?
Really? Was it anti-Mormon? Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mormon just came out.
Yeah, no, the bad guy. The bad guy in the Sherlock Holmes books is a day and night, and that was a slang term for Mormons.
Oh.
In Missouri when they were allowed to kill us.
Are you Mormon?
I was.
You were.
We're still pulling her slowly out of it. Every once in a while, it shows.
Yeah, I grew up in a Mormon town.
I've watched.
Oh yeah, I used to say that. No, that's not what I was reading. I just consider myself a high functioning sociopath, just like Sherlock Holmes.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, or not feel any better, this may make you hate me.
It's massage you're doing that.
I am an official member of the NAACP.
Are you a Dolezal?
No, mine was all by accident because I fucked up.
And Joy doesn't read.
I don't read. I'm an author of 6 books, but I don't read.
She doesn't read boxes.
No, I don't read boxes. That is true. When we were signing up for scholarships, because I'm 37, so it was a little different back then. What you do is you fill out this generic application, and you put the application in all the boxes that you wanted to apply for. I decided to take a shortcut and put one in every box.
Oh my god, Joey.
Because they were going to be like, oh, she doesn't play basketball, she doesn't play football, so none of these scholarships apply to her. I was going to let them figure it out. But my maiden name is Simpson.
Uh-huh.
So I am Joy Simpson.
It's like an OJ thing?
Yeah. It was actually, I was in school when OJ trial and all that went out.
Yeah.
And so they were announcing all their scholarships, and we were at the scholarship award, and they were announcing it, and it was NAACP, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom because I didn't get this one.
Yeah.
And they said my name.
Oh, my God.
And my mom grabbed my leg, and she goes, what did you do? And I go, I fucked up.
Took a scholarship from a nice young black person.
I did. And then I called them the next day, and I was like, you can have the money back. It was so my bad. And the guy was like, no, you're an official member of the NAACP.
Wow.
We love you. And he still asks about me.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I'm like, is this white privilege? Like, is that what this is?
Oh, it's all right. Black guilt. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. But he hugged me, and he was like, no, you're fine. And I'm like, seriously, you can have them. I won't say anything. Like, I won't report it to the news. Because I could totally see it, like, NAACP took money away that they grant. I was like, no, I'm so sorry. And they're like, no.
No. I applaud them for that.
It was very awesome because they could have made me feel like shit, and they had every right to. That picture, I am standing in the middle of a lot of my other classmates, and one of us did not belong.
Oh my God, I hate you.
I love you.
Oh God.
You're gonna love me when you're done.
No.
So how did Roast Battle UK happen? Was it something that you guys wanted, or was it like...
No, this happened organically. It was, Comedy Central has a lot of different networks, lots of different, I guess, channels across a lot of countries, the UK being one of them. So they were looking for programming for their network. They're doing more original programming over there. And they had seen us do the Roast Battle at the Just for Laughs Festival. I want to say 2015, because that's the year that Jimmy Carr won the tournament we did up there. So anyway, we had one season over here. They had saw it, and then they flew in from wherever they were from the UK, and saw it in the belly of the Comedy Store, and kind of liked the format. And so then they met with all the producers of the Roast Battle on Comedy Central, and they said, "This is how we want to do it. Would you help us?" Myself and Jeff and Jimmy Carr helped, and that's kind of how it started.
Are the roasters in the UK more dry?
I think not. They're as brutal. It's just the joke form and structure is a little different. Almost like it's different, in New York, or it's different in Chicago, or it's different in the South. So just a little more. The economy of words is larger over there.
Yeah. Right. Because I was thinking, I'm like, what kind of? And all I could think of is, I spit in your general direction.
Like the British sense of humor, there's a lot more like one-liners and like double entendre and things like that in their jokes. They like things a little bit like Americans like dirtier, but they're like really into like dirty comedy a lot of the time.
UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're closet friends of brutal comedy. I mean, they like dark. I know that they're really good at sarcastic and subtlety, or sarcasm and subtlety. But the fact that they're so into the Roast Battle, it's funny to me because it's very blunt and just direct. I'm insulting you.
Yeah.
It's not a very clever way to insult people. It's more direct and specific. So to see them like really laugh it up was a surprise. It's not really cheeky or slapsticky.
Mm-hmm. Was that the first time you guys did it there?
Yeah.
You never workshopped it in like Edinburgh?
No, they literally just said, "This is how we want to do it. These are the comics we want to do it with." And a lot of those guys were like fans of the show, so we got lucky.
Where would you want to bring Roast Battle?
To Australia.
Oh, you want to go down under, huh?
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah, it's there's a couple they have out there in Melbourne and Sydney, but I think any English-speaking country we can take it to. It's a win for us. I'd love it to be down there just because it'd be a cool place to vacation.
Oh, look at you opening up. I just had to stick my elbow in your ass for an hour.
Oh my God, I know, dude. What is happening? Something's so painful that you crushed all my arteries.
It's alright, you crushed all my dreams. Now. So, did you, when you got into Roast Battle, did you know it was going to be as big as it is? Did you just have that feeling?
Not at all.
No?
Not at all. It was just, we were doing an open mic, and these two kids wanted to fight, and then I said, you guys should fight, or you guys should slap box. But then the Comedy Store just installed cameras, so I was like, that's the last thing I need is for two idiots fighting, so, I'll lose this mic. So then, the Roast Battle thing just kind of happened, and people just kept doing it, and I didn't think it'd be a thing until until the first time Jeff Ross came, that's when I kind of knew that this could be a thing.
Was that before or after he was doing all the roast for all the celebrities?
This is definitely
After, okay. So he was already...
Yeah, weird story. It was like Jeff had told me, I think I can talk about this, but he was going to move to New York full time. He wasn't going to stay in Los Angeles. He had a house out here, he owned, but he was kind of over the whole LA thing. And then I think his show, The Burn, they weren't sure if they were going to pick it up or not, Comedy Central, so he was kind of over it. And then he saw the roast battle, and he was like, well, that literally made me stay in Los Angeles, was seeing that show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it worked out for everybody.
Are you really good friends with him?
Oh, yeah, we're besties now.
He didn't want to be on the podcast. He told me he didn't want to get me too.
I hear that.
And I was like, neither do I.
Yeah.
Like, ditto.
He's the one that's naked, you know what I mean?
That is true. And it is me. You never know.
Joy. Anybody can think of anything sexual with your hands in their back.
She's just going to reach through my spine.
Oh my god, dude. I just don't understand. People do this all the time.
All the time.
Ugh.
That's why, though, is because then they don't feel like that.
I'm still going to feel like this. I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, maybe
Still
if you relax.
I don't know how to relax. I really don't.
You can tell. Like, I can feel it. You know who else was this bad?
Oh,
Sam Tripoli.
was it? Yeah, Sam.
Mr. I don't relax.
It's all conspiracy theories.
So many conspiracy theories.
God.
It feels good, though, right?
No! This whole thing. It's just...
So what's your next big dream? Like the next roast battle's going really great and it's in the UK and going other places. Do you have like a next thing that you want?
Yeah, as a creative person in Los Angeles, you're always working on something. Like I had a sketch show on Comedy Central Digital for a second. I was really into, but they didn't pick it up after the episodes that they bought. So yeah, I mean, just doing the same thing I feel like every other comic is doing, or every other creative type or writer type is doing, just trying to sell a show or an idea.
Or just massaging random people that they meet at the store.
Yeah. Right now, we're just focused on the podcast. The podcast will go on a tour, I want to say, end of this month.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we do some roast battles around the country, which will be fun. And yeah, I think my next thing is just want to sell this TV show and maybe write a feature film and then an album, and that'll be cool. Maybe host a talk show. I don't know, ladies.
Everything. I want to do it all.
Of course. It's, as vague as I can make it.
Exactly. I could do this, or I could do that.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever they want, let's do it. I'm ready.
What did you want to do originally when you were going to school?
I wanted to be a lobbyist.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I could see that in you.
Yeah, that's insulting, Julie, but...
No, it's not. No, even just watching you on stage, you have a stance.
Now, hey, you should buy this.
Exactly. Now, I use this lotion on your back, and it'll take the pain away.
Oh my god, will it?
I have the theory.
I'm gonna pee blood, what's happening?
Oh, by the way, there was a disclaimer that you need to sign before you leave.
Oh my god, Joy.
Actually, my name is not Joy.
I didn't think so.
I'm not a licensed massage therapist.
Oh, should put your hands on me. Fuck.
What did your family think when you wanted to start comedy?
Oh my god. I know my dad hated it. They didn't really tell him at first. I think my mom maybe told. But, yeah, they were never really into it. My mom was, she's as smart as she can always be, but they always, have a backup plan. Why would you want to go to college? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, college will always be there.
I did stand-up. I took it as college. I was like, I'll just do this, instead of actually going to college. Like, I'd be more apt to this. I'd be more into this. Mm-hmm. So I'd study this more and I'd really be into it more. So I just treated this as like going to college.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. You're right, because I've learned more doing this than the years I was in college. But I also like to skip and do different colleges. Because I dropped out of my first one and moved to Texas.
Yeah.
And then I went to college in Texas and then moved back to California and then got pregnant and then went back to school and then got pregnant again. Oh, yeah. And then I was like, I'm just going to touch naked people for money. And
Choose how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Where are you from originally?
Madeira?
Are you really?
Yeah.
Gross.
I know, it's nasty. Notice the pause, like the, and I went to Fresno State.
Oh my God! I was just talking about Fresno State in another podcast.
Were you?
It was. They talking about the Peach Blossom Festival.
Yeah, Fresno State and I have a thing. Like, one day, I'm pretty sure they were about to kick me out. It was the day that Senator McCain was there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was it was just when he was a senator, and he was doing a speech, and it was rainy and windy, and I went to my car to put my jacket on, and the wind blew my car door shut with my keys on the seat. And so, first, Tark the Shark walked by me, or Shark the Tark, whatever that dude guy.
Tark the Shark.
Yes.
Yeah, Jerry Tarkanian.
And I asked if any of his players knew how to break into my car.
That's so racist.
It wasn't. But it wasn't meant to be. And then he looked at me and he's like, young lady, you can't ask that. I'm like, no, it's cold and it's rain. No, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So then I went to the security office, and when I went to my biology teacher, and he's like, go to the security office and they'll sit with you in the golf cart while AAA comes. I'm like, cool. So I went to the security office, and they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then they got radioed, and they're like, Senator McCain doesn't want anybody on in the parking lot. He wants all hands on campus. And I'm like, nobody's going to take a bullet for this guy. And I was so mad because I was standing in the rain for AAA.
Oh.
And I was like, if you ever fucking run for president, I'm never going to vote for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was profiled that day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a bad day. Just wanted somebody to break into my car so I could get my keys.
Joy, how do people fucking enjoy this? This is insane.
You're almost done.
Oh my God.
And you're going to get a t-shirt that says I survived an hour with joy? Actually, no, you're not, but that'd be cool. This is called happy endings. You're supposed to be happy.
Not the why. Why does this hurt?
I don't know. You make me sad.
I'm sorry. It's my energy. You're really absorbing from me right now.
So when you were coming up, who were the guys that you're like, they were in my class and you hung out with?
Guys in my class. I started in San Diego, so it was, nobody really knows.
Except you.
Not even. God. Guys I came up with. I think Gerard Carmichael started his ascension right when I moved to LA. I would hop around with Jamar and Willie Hunter a lot. There's a guy named Angelo Bowers who's dead now, but that guy was a one-line machine.
I massaged Josh out of Myers.
Yeah. Angelo was one of the kind. Oh my God. Yasser Lester. I think me and Fahim is he's been on stand-up much longer than I have, but I think we were in a comedy competition. I think like my second or first year in. Mm-hmm. And he had to follow like Jane Pompa, who had like a half-hour Comedy Central at the time. And it was so mean. So it was supposed to be this break in this competition, and then they put Gene up, and then Fahim had to follow his professional.
Ouch.
And it was just, it was so mean and funny. But you could still see how funny he was. But yeah, who else? God. Francisco Ramos. Yeah, one of my favorites. Tony Hinchcliffe and Matt Edgar.
Oh, I love all of these guys. Like Willie, he's gonna be on the team. Okay, what do I have to do for you not to talk shit and say don't do it?
Oh, no. I never.
And you can give my phone number to any comedian.
No, I have your number, Joy. Jesus.
What?
I did this, dude.
Oh, that's right. You did this. EmmaLeigh. You can message EmmaLeigh or give anybody EmmaLeigh's phone number. Everybody. In fact, let's just do EmmaLeigh's. No.
Yeah.
Yes. But Fahim, he had to think about it because I just sprung it on him. And he's like, I don't know.
I came off a little aggressive, I think. It wasn't my most subtle.
Willie Hunter, he's amazing. He's adorable.
Yeah.
And then Jamar, after I cured his cancer in his arm, he's like, slide into my DMs, we'll do the podcast. Well, hell yeah. Because he felt better after I touched him.
Really? Yeah, I'm just not into it.
Look, you survived. Sheet's going back up.
Oh my God, Joy.
Is there anything you want to plug? Social media?
Oh my God.
Can you think?
San Diego. There's going to be a live roast battle August 30th at the La Jolla Comedy Store. Please come out.
Oh, that'll be cool.
That'll be much funnier, I promise. Oh my god. And I'll be in less pain.
So when you see me, are you gonna run? Don't run.
No, Joe, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He has to figure out if he can stand.
Oh, God.
Alright, I'm gonna let him off the hook.
How do I not relax? I don't understand. People relax and take this.
Everybody have a good, well, hopefully a better day than he just had. And goodbye.